So we are so excited to be here at Grand Rapids Public Museum. Thank you for giving us this kind of behind the scenes look at the Spillman Carousel restoration. This carousel actually predates some of our oldest populations that are here right now in West Michigan. Can you talk with me a bit about its history?
The Spillman Engineering Company created our carousel in 1928. We purchased it in 1982, and then we started working on it in 1983. Peter Cook and Dave Maney, I believe, are the ones that wanted to get a carousel here for the community to enjoy when they decided that they wanted to make a new museum building. So what they did is they went to Pennsylvania, and the Gwain family, who had owned this carousel since 1928, which is very rare because a lot of carousels are actually broken up. We got to purchase the whole thing and then bring it back. And they started the restoration on that in 1983. And then it opened to the public in 1994. One of the things that makes our carousel so unique is there's only 3 ever made. And our carousel is what they call a park carousel. It doesn't travel. And the other thing about our carousel that's very unique is it's all wood. And a lot of all wood carousels stopped in the 30s. It's more elaborate, so that's why we have more of a decorative ceiling panels. You can't really see the gears and mechanisms, and then all of the menagerie animals are a little bit more finely carved. A lot of people don't realize that an animal is normally about 9 pieces, and so a lot of times it went up the carving kind of journey scale of like the most master carved the face, and then somebody else carved the neck, and somebody else carved the legs, and so it was always a community effort.
So we talk about obviously preserving this for more people to come. You've got a community behind you right now. Can you talk with me a bit about your team and what they're doing today?
So my team right now is we're restoring still some of the animals. We have 57 technically, 52 that live on the carousel. We started the process in 2020. We did get all of the mechanical work done, but we still have to continue with the figures. And so we're about halfway done.
It's not every day that you get to work on a 100-year-old art piece, and so it's really cool to get in on the ground floor on that.
I do some body, some striping, the decorations, so all sorts of things. I just like painting everything, and I really like it when we come up with a new decoration or design and then we get to put it on there. It's really exciting.
Right now I'm darkening up his stripes, finalizing his face. He'll have to be flipped over on his side so we can get all of his belly done, and all of his striping and decorations will be all shaded too.
Typically, it takes about 300 hours to paint an animal, well, pretty much from start to finish. So originally the paint was from car paint that they painted in 1994. We wanted to go with a water-based paint because it was kind of toxic to touch up downstairs. But to do that, you have to strip the animal down completely to bare wood. So that's the process first. You strip it down, then you repair it. Then you have to put a primer and then a base coat. And then what they're painting right now is the undercoat on it. And then we do all the striping and the final pieces. We kind of like talk about it as like a kid growing up. So it's like you have your little stage, and then you have your awkward middle school, high school stage, and then it's like they go to college, and then they kind of come to life with this kind of personality. And it's like once they get their faces done, it's like you just can see it. And then we pick names.
That's my favorite part. When their personalities start to come out, then it's really exciting to paint them. He has been a challenge. He's the most challenging one I've worked on, so he's full of it. So he's full of sass. So that's why he's called Sassy.
One of the things about the carousel that is always fun is everybody wants to pick out their own unique animal. And so each animal that we decided to do is make them their own personal kind of personality. There was a woman, she's passed away now, but she loved the giraffe. And if somebody else was right, she would sit there and she would wait until it got open again. And she would, like, I mean, people really are invested in finding their animal. So what we decided to do is, even when we first opened up the carousel, is we were trying to figure out how we could be more accessible and sensory friendly as well for everybody, which we're trying to do throughout our entire museum. So it only made sense to also include the carousel on this. So the first round is we put some ride lights in there so we wouldn't have to use as much sound. That would help. And then what we decided then is to go into having an ADA chariot.
So this is a part of our ADA chariot, which is really exciting because it's not just going to be a bench, it's going to be something that can involve everyone. So if a little kid has a friend who wants to sit with them as well, who's in a wheelchair, they're able to sit on this rabbit and the bench and really get a full experience of just being with their friends on something that's really fun.
It's been around for so long. There are generations who've enjoyed it. You grew up in this area.
Yes.
Did you ride it as a kid?
Yes, I did. It's really funny. I started off here as an intern, and that was actually one of my things, was talking about how much I loved this museum as a child, and I wanted to give back to my community. I didn't know anything about carousels. It's been a great experience. I've learned so much, not just about carousels, but also about teamwork.
We all do part, so other team members will get all that set up and I'll move on to another one.
I've been learning so much about just like painting techniques and the wood and the preservation of everything. It's really gonna like inform everything I do from here on out.
I really hope that people really keep enjoying it, the community enjoys it. When kids come and see it, it's like, hey, let me show you how the gears work. That's what makes it worth it, honestly. To see their faces and stuff, it's great.
Celebrating vibrant people,
captivating places,
And remarkable things.
This is Living West Michigan.
I'm all about